Hi lovelies, welcome. My name is Bridie and I do cruelty-free and vegan makeup reviews and tutorials here on YouTube. And what I wanted to show you today is my Thrive Causemetics. It's Causemetics because obviously it's for a cause. They donate a whole bunch of money to charity. They're actually a really amazing company and I've been wanting to get my claws on this stuff for a while. I did actually buy this stuff in the Black Friday sale, so I got a really good deal on this stuff as well. And sadly the package actually got stolen or something originally, so it took a long time to actually get here. But honestly the customer service was amazing. As soon as I was like, I can't find any tracking information on this, because I waited a few weeks because I know that Black Friday can be insane for every career company. So I'm like, okay, I'll give it 3 weeks, and it hadn't arrived. I reached out to them and they couldn't find any information on it, so clearly it had like fallen off a truck or something, so they just sent me out a new package of like all of my order anyway. So that was really good, and that got to me yesterday, so here we are. So what I'm going to be reviewing and using it for a while as well to actually be able to give my proper in-depth review is the Thrive Causemetics. This is the Buildable Blur CC Cream, and so it's broad spectrum SPF 35, so that's really good because we are obviously in summer here in New Zealand and this is summertime makeup and we're just hoping it doesn't melt off our face, right? In terms of the active ingredients, so they've got octinoxate, 7% I'm just gonna hold this up because this is too much. It's powered by Blur Effect technology, color adjusted micropigments and vitamin C. Skin loving formula helps conceal fine lines, pores and dark spots. So I've got very big pores, I've got very oily skin. It's going to be put to the test with me, especially in this hot, humid weather. Now, another thing that I've actually also got is the Instant Brow Fix. So I've got this on my brows today, and again, I'll be continuing to use this. I got this in the shade Christina, so this is the light blonde color. Bought a mini and a big size of the Thrive Causemetics. This is the most famous item that they've got, and it's the Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara, so it gives length and volume. Obviously this one is vegan as well, it's cruelty-free, and it's flake-free liquid fiber technology. So this is a tubing mascara, so then when you remove it, you kind of just lightly press on your lashes with wet, when your whole face is wet with warm water, and it will just come off in little tubes. And that is amazing, especially if you suffer from things like smudgy eyes or you get watery eyes. This won't really shift, at least hopefully, we'll see. So that is what I'm going to be reviewing, and I'm just excited to show you how it all goes. So let's just jump into my first impressions, and then we're going to do daily check-ins as I use the makeup in different ways. First things first, I'm going to start with the Buildable Blur. It said 2 to 3 pumps for like full coverage, or medium to full. Might not be quite my colour, and it also says to use your fingers. Then it says to use a damp sponge to pat it in place, so let's have a look in before I put on my under eye concealer or anything. It's very shiny. I'm already nervous. So honestly, I'm actually not mad at the coverage. I haven't put anything else on around here yet, but I can very much tell it needs to be set. Oh my god, it needs to. Now it's time for brows. 70 Permanent Eyebrow Gel. Lovely. Ooh, hi. So that is how the brush head is. And yes, I did take an accidental chunk out of my eyebrow. That is actually pretty pigmented. I do kind of feel like I'm about to break this though, because do you see like the movement on the head? Maybe I'm just heavy-handed. I still need to fill in all of my patches because I actually have like sparse brows, and this one arches higher than that one, and it's always been that way. It's joyful. So I'm actually going to go in and fix the rest with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in Blonde. I'm just going to actually do my eyeshadow real fast, because I'm going to go with a very nice simple look today, I feel. And I'll be back to show you how the rest of this is looking. So this is the Infinity Waterproof Liner, and I'm just going to get started using this right now. Ooh, okay, so this is clearly a wind up. And so in terms of how much product you get, goes up to there, so it's about up to the second line on my pinky. Now instead of doing a normal liquid liner on top. I'm gonna try using this. So this is in the black shade, because I always do black. So obviously I'm very used to using a liquid liner, but you know, it's okay. It goes on the lid, right? But it's not, I mean, it's pretty pigmented, but it does drag on my lid. I do feel like this is definitely made for smudging. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tightline. Oh wow, that goes on so easily. I'm gonna actually leave my lower lash line mostly. I do want to just do a little bit around here. I think that this is the same brush as what you get in the big size, which is very positive. How this applies. Dude, I haven't even curled them or anything. Wow, wow. Because I've been freaking out about how much this is all gonna cost, because this stuff, I mean, I like to support better companies, especially when it comes to makeup, but wow, look at that difference. Oh my goodness. I haven't come across a cruelty-free and vegan mascara that's been able to do this. This is actually incredible. It's almost like it just holds them up. And look, it's not clumping them all together. It's actually coating them individually and adding on volume, adding on that length, adding on that lift. This is basically everything that you want in a mascara. That's just amazing, and it's not transferring, it's not doing anything, it's just, it's done. That was so fast. I am gonna set my face because we can all see that this has to be set. Of course, I'm gonna be using my Cover FX matte setting powder in the shade Light. I've talked about this so much, you don't need to hear about it. I kind of actually need to set my whole face, but then this is actually looking not bad. Since that we're looking now, I'm just gonna have breakfast and kind of like let this set for about 40 minutes or something, and then I'll be back to show you what the final look is like before we head off to work. But so far, that mascara just has me floored, honestly, like wow. I can already feel it's going to be a very hot day, and I'm walking to and from work, so that's nearly an hour of walking, so this makeup is definitely going to be put to the test. So as we can see, this is how my skin is looking now, because I forgot to put blush and bronzer and highlight on before. This is the finished look, so you can see how my pores are showing up. You can see, like, you can still see those pigmentation points here, and I don't think that we'll be able to cover that with just this foundation. You would need to have concealer, but I haven't put concealer on anywhere else on my face except for my under eyes, which is what I didn't cover using this anyway. Like, honestly, the finish on this isn't too bad once I've set it, because like I said, I've got very oily skin. So I am actually going to set it using a spray. This is my matte setting spray from Cover FX. And one thing I did see about that liner is it's actually gathered just down here. Now this happens to me with basically every single liner, is in this part. That's where I get transfer whenever I tightline, and I was really hoping that this one would not actually, you know, stay. I was hoping, but you know, it hasn't shifted from this point here. It stayed on where I've applied it. It is 10 to 7 now, so I'm going to head off to work, and let's just see how everything goes, and I'll check in with you in roughly 12 hours. It is 10 past 6 at night. Maybe you can see, hopefully. Wow, look at our face. Okay, so if you are new here, then you probably won't know that my skin is terrible and it's oily as all hell. So dealing with that and my large pores and everything else that it has to try and tackle, makeup has a challenge, basically. Also, I had a challenge today, so you know, well, you might not know, we've been landscaping our garden. When I say landscaping, I literally just mean digging holes and moving dirt from one place to another, washing river pebbles, digging a trench, all just normal things. But look, my nail broke, but then, look, it's like a little heart. Getting back to the base, the eyes, everything, and the brows. So let's start off with skin. It's very important. this is how we're looking when we're very, very close up. I'm honestly not one bit mad. So I know that I did put quite a bit of setting powder on. That was because I just felt way too shiny. I always do have to set my face. Anytime I don't, it just kind of separates, and like my face is hungry for makeup and it will eat it. So you'll see like this hasn't actually started to eat away. It's made a line down here because obviously age, wonderful, it's great, I love it. Starting to get like these little crinkle lines here, so it settles into these. Hasn't settled into my forehead lines too much. Hasn't done anything, it hasn't really shifted, and that is incredible because honestly with a CC cream I was heckin' worried, but this is very natural, it's very nice. I do honestly quite like it. Along with the liner, now you'll see this liner has transferred. It does move, but it hasn't transferred on my lid, and normally, like I said, I normally get quite oily lids. I do obviously have eyeshadow on, but sometimes I can still get a transfer, but I haven't today, so that's fantastic. But it has moved down here. I just wouldn't use this for anything other than smudging, or if you want to have that really beautiful kohl like Arabic eye look. Oh, I love it so much. I just look real creepy because I'm so pale that if I try and pull off that look, it just looks a bit weird, so I'm not going to do that. The holy grail product that everyone keeps talking about, these fluttery lashes. So I have been loving this mascara. So you can see it hasn't flaked, hasn't done anything like that. Day one has been amazing for this mascara. I am super impressed, very, very happy with it. I can't honestly complain about anything right now. It doesn't feel heavy or cakey. I feel like I can touch them, I can move them around. Nothing happens at all. I'm excited to see what tomorrow brings. Let's just hop straight to it and we'll just go shorter and shorter. I'll keep wearing this for a good old week or so, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. Let's try for 2.5. I think that was a half pump, maybe. Again with the Instant Brow Fix. Again, I'm going to set this because it is kind of oily looking, but I'm not going to put on as much powder as I did yesterday. Okay, and that is how our skin is looking. The only area I've got concealer on again is just under my eyes. I'm actually really enjoying the finish of this. It's fine, it's comfortable, it's really good. Now, I haven't put on liner today, just for you guys, so that you can really see how this mascara looks. And so there we go, there is a direct difference between the two. I think it's fairly noticeable, the lashes look, which is very impressive just with mascara. Now, I do always like to wear liner just because my eyes can look quite strange without wearing liner, but that's how we are right now. I'll be back to show you the final look. And so now this is how we're looking with the finished look. I've only put on that little bit of powder today, no setting spray. Nothing. I'm just gonna head off to work now, and it is 5 to 7, running a little late. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. Also, look how weird my hair is. So I followed a tutorial on Instagram, stupidest idea ever, and this is what has resulted. You're welcome. Why, hello, it is 6:15 p.m. and this is how our makeup is looking today. So you can see that mascara, not one budge, not a flake, there is nothing wrong. My skin started to separate. Oh my god, what sort of dystopian future are we living in? No, so my skin has started to eat a little bit of the makeup around here, so you can see it's actually separating a little bit on my chin and a bit around here. So that's what I get for not using setting spray today and not using as much powder. So you can see the shine has definitely gone up, but I actually don't really mind it too much. I think that this is actually still completely fine, approachable, appropriate, and considering the fact that I put this makeup on nearly 13 hours ago, that's held up really well. So let's just see tomorrow. I think what I'm going to do is I will try without using, because I use my Pacifica water-free oil quenchy thing. In my 2019 favorites, I talked about it because it's amazing. So I'm going to try not using that and see what happens when I don't use that, and I'll just use my regular Mad Hippie moisturizer instead. We'll see how that works. And I've done 2 pumps only, so I'll be back when it's all done. Okay, 2 pumps only covers my face, so I'm actually going to have to do another half pump because this is not enough. Right, 2.5 pumps of a regularly moisturized skin. Looking kind of shiny right now, but I'll do the rest of my makeup and I'll be back. The eyeshadow's done and the brows are on. I still have used a little bit of my Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I figured that today is a perfect opportunity to try like a little bit of a smoky eye with this. It is a little bit challenging to actually get on the top lid when you've actually got eyeshadow on. Oh, okay, that bit just came out. So, pop you back in, shall there we go. So I'm gonna try using this little smudger thing here. It doesn't feel too hard. Smudgy looks just do not look very good, so I'm just gonna darken this line up along here a little bit more. Okay, no wait, it's going on easier on this eye. It's good. Let's do tight lining. And then a little bit in the waterline too. So you can see my face really does need some powder, so I'm gonna apply a little bit of powder today because this is gonna slide right off. Again, I've been using really bad, like, I've done a review on that e.l.f. mascara I've been using, and I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Sorry, that's probably a Singing in the Rain reference that not everyone will understand. Oh, whatever, if you got that joke, then you're part of my crew. That's how our mascara is now looking. See how this is looking now? Pretty happy with it, honestly. Hi, hello. Let's have a look at how the face is looking now. Now, I've got to say, first off, the eyeliner, it has totally transferred. Look at that, it's just gone right to my inner corner. This happens to me with every single eyeliner, like, no matter what I do, it just happens. That's why you'll never see me doing like a cat eye going all the way in. I do have to stop about here. This is just what happens. There is still that shine to my face. I haven't found any transfer across here. Again, my lashes are still looking amazing. Low-key, this is kind of the same way that a foundation would look, and this is a CC cream. That is what I am so impressed by. It hasn't worn off my face, because I even find that foundations can do that. It's still lasting, so it started to separate around here. It is, by the way, nearly 7 p.m, so I've had this on for well over 13 hours now, because I start putting my makeup on about 5:15 in the morning, so that is a hella long time. It still worked well with that moisturizer. Hey guys, so it's day 4, and as you can very clearly see, I've already put on all of my products. I was gonna not set this, but it's like, I can really feel like this is gonna fall straight off my face, and it's making me feel incredibly nervous as a very oily skinned person, especially when I've still got a full day of work ahead, and I don't want everyone to be like, why is your face melting? But you see what I mean about how glowy and shiny this is? It's just, it is too much in terms of that oily look. So here we are with the finished look using all of these products. So you can see this is how my base is looking. This is how my lashes are looking. Honestly, like when it comes to a CC cream, I've actually been very impressed with this, and the coverage of this overall I've actually been really enjoying. So I'm just going to be inserting what it looks like later on. So it is 5 to 7 right now, and so here is what we look like 12 hours later. So as you can see, like there is definitely shine that has built up through the day, because I already know that there will be like a bit of shine, but in terms of like things wearing off, that doesn't happen with this, which is something I'm really appreciating. And I've just been really impressed with just how comfortable this feels. It doesn't feel like you've put anything on more than moisturizer, which is so impressive. I just think that this is an incredibly good formula. So obviously now it's time for my final thoughts. And so I do honestly think that the Buildable Blur CC cream, I think that this is really good. Obviously I got this in the shade that was light, so it's kind of a neutral base because I didn't really want it to be too pinky. If you do have oily skin, you will have to set this. There is no way around it. Like I could even tell anytime I put this on, it's like straight away you can like feel it's just going to slide right off. It's just not going to be a good look. If you do have dry skin, I think that this will be very nourishing for you though, so that would be a really, really good option for you. The eyeliner, again, for me, it's just, I always do struggle when it comes to regular eyeliners. I really do have to have a gel for me anyway, but I think that the formulation is good. I really like the smudger actually. They did a very good job with this sponge tip. It's not cheap at all. It's actually, as you can see, like when I'm doing this, it's actually very firm, but it doesn't feel like it's scraping at your skin or anything. It's really, really good. Quality is amazing. It's very, very black, which is really good because so many of them can be kind of a green tinge. So the eyeliner, if you are one of those people that loves to do a smoky eye, this would be a very good investment. Brow gel, I've honestly been surprised by. I actually really, really like the way it makes my brows look. It holds them in shape, which is perfect. That's what we all want from a brow gel. I think that if you've already got like really good brows anyway, or a brow product that you love, I wouldn't go out and purposefully buy this, but if you're on the market for one and you want to be supporting a company that's a lot more ethical, that's a very good call to make with this one. And of course, our piece de resistance, the mascara. I am in love. This is the best my lashes have looked since before I went cruelty free. That is how good this mascara is. Like, I've finally found a holy grail mascara that is easy to remove, it doesn't flake, it doesn't fall down my face at all during the day, and it doesn't transfer, it goes dry super fast, and you can get some very lovely and thick lashes. Because if you compare this video in comparison to other videos where you see where I look down, like my eyelashes actually look sparse using pretty much every single formula. I think the only mascara that I've really loved has been the Eye of Horus one, but this is better than that. Really, really impressed with what Thrive have done. And if you want to know more information about all of the charities that Thrive actually donates to, they're about to be donating, I don't know if they're about to donate or if they are donating $30 million to charity. And that is honestly so impressive, like, because they are a smaller company and you realize just how big a proportion of what their earnings are that they're actually giving away. Yes, these products are more expensive, but it kind of makes you feel like you're actually investing in good at the same time as getting high performance products. And I think that the way that we're kind of evolving is to try and make better choices. It's not just about getting the cheapest product. You want to get high performance. You want to make each product you buy matter, because we all know that there's been such an influx in just trash makeup. It's just fast fashion, but in the makeup world. And so investing in good products that you actually are going to get a lot of use out of, they go towards something good. It's honestly just like a really, really good way for the future. I think it's something that we should all be thinking of a little bit more about, where our dollars are going, because that's what we want to see more of in the world. And honestly, I want to see more companies like Thrive. I hope that you lovers found this video useful, and I'll see you all again next week with another review or tutorial, or maybe one of my exposés I'm working on as well. There is a lot that's happening on this channel this year, especially once we get married, because I'll be sharing with you all of the stuff that we've done for the wedding as well. And that has honestly been a lot in terms of the prep for the vegan, more ethical wedding. I've been doing so much research into everything, and I can't wait to share everything with you. So once again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you lovers again soon. Bye!